Granville's my guest, longtime talk show host, and has been forecasting the markets now for 60 years. Started in this business in 1957. Joe, to take a look, I want to get to some of our listeners' questions. Gold, your opinion on gold. Good, bad, indifferent, why?
Nothing's wrong with holding gold. I don't like the gold stocks. Most people are in gold stocks rather than the metal itself. And most gold stocks have seen their high and are on the way down. And you're not making any money in them. Take a stock like Yamana Gold. It was around 19 or 20. It's down to 10 or 11 right now.
Okay, so you're saying even gold, still chart it, don't take a look at earnings, don't take a look at anything other than charting is basically what you're saying?
Well, I don't like gold because I can tell people they can make a lot more money by following the market and not following gold. Remember, gold topped out not long ago at 1260, 1259, 1260.
Right.
And right now it's around 1194. You're not making any money.
Now, Joe, what about...
Call me up when gold makes a new high.
Okay. Joe, what about political manipulation? We're into an election year.
It's frightful, and there's no way to read it. And that's why what scares me about the economy and about the politics and so forth is that if they keep up what they are doing, now I'm not going to name the they, I'm just saying if they keep up what they are doing, pretty soon you're going to wake up one of these mornings and you won't know what anything is worth.
That's a little far.
You don't know what anything is worth. You don't know what the price collateral on a loan and so forth.
So, Joe, you're saying we're looking at a collapse at some point in time?
We are looking at the mother of all tops. We are looking at the mother of all declines, which will make the decline of 2008 look like popcorn.
Now, are you saying this is going to happen in late 2010 or 2011? What's your thoughts, Joe Granville? When are we going to be looking at the mother of all declines?
My current reading is that the Dow Jones Industrial Average will head lower for the rest of this year and well into next year. And then we'll update that as we go along. But that's all you need to know for now.
Joe, politically, are you endorsing anybody for running for public office that can straighten this mess out? Or?
I am as apolitical as you can get.
So you're saying it doesn't make any difference, Republicans or Democrats?
Nothing makes any difference right now. That's my whole life, my dream, my life, my interest, my love is the stock market. And every waking hour is constantly dwelling on the market. So I'm not looking at politics or economics or the news, and that's the worst thing you can look at is news. And
but Joe Granville...
Can you help it? I watch news too, but market-wise, I'm only interested in the response to news, not the news itself, but the market response to news.
But Joe Granville, didn't derivatives get us into this mess, which basically were created by politicians? Isn't that the reason that we had this collapse back in 2008?
Well, you can come up with all kinds of gibberish about this is happening because this is happening. To me, it's a very boring waste of time. So, if you want to be bored, that's the way to do it.
Are we looking at runaway inflation? Is that going to happen? And again, does that have anything to do?
Everything in due time. It would be very difficult over a period of time to avoid a hyperinflation. I don't say it'll be as bad as what we had in Germany back in 1923, but remember, I started my life as a stamp collector, believe it or not, and in my collection of stamps, I saw all these German inflation stamps, and I looked at one stamp that said Ein Billionen. It's the only German word I can speak. Ein Billion, 1 billion. In other words, it cost you 1 billion marks to mail a postcard. Think of it, 1 billion marks to mail a postcard.
So I guess the one investment we could make would be forever stamps.
Forever what?
Forever stamps. You can buy a stamp today.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, but I did that. I wrote several books on it of investing in stamps, and everything was fine until the post office department started overprinting. When they started overprinting, there's your law of supply and demand. It killed the market. So I love stamps. They're so educational. It's a way to learn history all over the world. But to invest in is something else.
Joe Granville's my guest.
And while we talk, I see the Dow is opening down 75 points.
And that's pretty much what you predicted.
Well, that's what I do for a living. That's what they pay to do.
So, Joe, you're saying mid-2011, that's when we're going to bottom out. Then what happens?
I said what?
You said the market's going to decline starting now.
We'll bottom out, importantly, sometime in 2011, yes.
Okay, all right. Then what?
But that isn't necessarily the bottom. I said we'll have a bottom. A and the are two different words. A bottom or the bottom.
Okay, so in 2011, what do we do?
Invest in the Granville Market Letter, and it will tell you.
Joe, we are out of time. My friend, I
enjoyed every second of this, and sometime in the near future, let's do it again.
I'll love to do that. Now, Joe, let me give your phone number out again. Folks, if you want the Granville newsletter, 1-800-876-5388. And that line's tied up right now because we're on it. But give him a call later today if you want a sample newsletter, 1-800-876-5388. Joe, I enjoyed you when you were on the air in Kansas City for years, and it's good talking to you in person.
Well, we're now down 85 points. Enjoy.
Joe, have a good day. Joe Granville.
Wonderful day. Thank you.
Okay, great guest. All right, and I want to